All right, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. If you're a subscriber, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you. Here we're going to talk about so many different things like marketing, psychology of marketing, talking to sellers, talking to buyers, talking to anyone really. I'm just becoming a better, more exuberant person. On that same note, we're going to be going over in this series is called The Pros of Prospecting, and I'm going to be talking to you about the different ways that we can reach out to people in order to get our word across and in order to get them in our door so we can do business with them. This video in particular, I'm going to be talking about Bandit Signs. I know that's more of like small business or real estate type deals, and right now I'm going to be focused on the real estate side, but the idea can be applied to any niche that you're going to get into. So make sure you stay tuned. If you've ever heard about Bandit Signs or you want to know anything else about it, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what you want to hear. All right, thank you so much. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for coming in again and tuning in this week. I wanted to take a second to show you guys my Facebook pages and invite you to like them and join them for all kinds of free and value-packed content, as well as my marketing management and coaching services. This right here is my coaching page. Any questions you have about anything about how to build your business, any real estate investing questions, anything about how to become a better person, better entrepreneur, anything like that, you could post that here and I'll make sure that I can either create content that's going to get back to you on that, or I'm going to directly respond to you and make sure that gets taken care of. Okay, so make sure you go and you like this page, and that way once I put something out, you never miss it. All right, second off, this is my marketing management page. Okay, so what we do is we market for people's businesses. We manage their campaigns. We set up ads for them. We build creatives, we build graphics, we build the demographics, we run split tests, we do a bunch of different things. If you've never heard of any of that before, then that might not be for you, but if you have and you're looking to discuss how to manage that, then definitely make sure that you like that so you can follow it. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out there. We'll make sure we'll get back to you, okay? All right. Aside from those two, I'm going to clear those out. So then I want to talk to you today about Bandit Signs, right? So it's actually the second video in my 5-part series where I'm going over all the different forms of prospecting that we can use to reach out to potential clients. All right, my series is called The Pros of Prospecting. I mean, I just go in depth and I break down the best ways to prospect your potential clients. This one in particular, it's pretty popular. I see them all the time. Every time I'm driving around, I always see the ones that say, we'll buy your home. Or I saw one today for like steel gutters or things like that. They use them for everything. Realtors use them. They're everywhere. So it's definitely a viable piece of marketing that we need to look into and make sure that we understand how to effectively use them to our advantage. All right. So first things first, the more professional your signs can look, the better. Okay. So let me try to find an example on here of one that doesn't look as professional. If I can't find one, I'm just going to tell you exactly what it is because I saw one the other day. Right here. All right, right there. I don't know whose this is, but if it's a bad example, but when you look at it, it looks like they just took a piece of cardboard and wrote on it like, hey, we buy houses. All right. Like, I understand being bare bones and having to do what you have to do and maybe not having enough money to invest in marketing. And if that's where you're at right now, then you just need to do what you got to do to get that done. All right. You got to make sure that if someone does reach out to you that you're just like on top of your stuff. Like, you are promoting the most professionalism that you can once they get in the door or on the phone with you, right? Like this one right here. This one is exactly what I'm talking about. That looks rough, all right? I understand. I know how it goes. I know that those do work sometimes, but my philosophy is to be as the utmost professional as possible, because we're competing with real estate agents that have money to do ones like these or these or Keller Williams or any of those that have tons of marketing spend to go out there and blow us out of the water. All right, so we have to make sure that we're viable and that we're relevant. All right, so that's being as professional as possible. On that note, the company that I found that does the best signs that I've had do for me before, that I put up all over North Carolina, Virginia Beach, was UZ Marketing. All right, I'm going to leave a link below. You can get like 100 signs for under $1 a piece, I believe, and they always shipped out within 3 days, so I never really had to wait long, and they were always crisp, clean, and collected. They have a video on YouTube. You could see exactly where they come from, who makes them. I think they're a privately owned company, so they're really good. I'm going to drop the link below, so make sure you click on that. And if you actually use Bandit Signs, then I definitely want to hear back from you. What are some of the best places you put them? What have you put on them to get calls, so on and so forth, right? So in our last video, I actually talked about some different ways that we can be creative, right? I was talking about direct mail and using magnets, and different things like that to actually get into the door. On these, we're having people call us more directly, right? So these ones, like right here, is fast cash. We buy houses. These other ones that say, like this right here, is great. I love that because it's not sitting around looking tacky. It's not sitting at the corner getting beat up by the people who mow that grass and whatever it is, cars that blow by it. That's good, and that's going to reach a lot more people because you don't know how many people they drive by. In the morning in Hampton Roads, where I live, I probably drive by like 1,000 different cars. So this is fantastic. All right, mobile billboards, not mobile billboards, anything that could get you in front of the most people as possible on the busiest intersections and highways, everything like that. All right. Speaking of the intersections, this guy right here brings me to a good point. You always want to make sure that you get these things up and off the ground, okay? Because if not, people can a lot easier to come by and take them down, or to vandalize them, or to put theirs over yours. But if you can get them up on poles like that, then that makes sure that people are really going to have to go by there to take them down. You can put these in intersections or at stop signs and make sure that they're easily visible and they say something that's going to catch their eye and not come off as tacky or scammy, because it's not really what we want to do. So as professional as you can get them to look, like this one, this one, this one, the better. All right, and as far away from that cardboard look as you can be. All right. When you think about bandit signs, what is it? They're bandit signs for a reason, because they're frowned upon in most times. And most times you're going to put them up on a Friday and they're going to be gone by a Monday. So you have to really do your research. If you're in an area and you see a lot of signs up like that, then you can feel more comfortable doing it your way. If you don't see a lot of signs up, then you can try it. All right. Don't put them all out right there, because they might get gone. If they get gone, then you're out of money, but that's a risk that you have to take. All right. With that being said, there is a way to have bandit signs that don't get taken down like that, and that is to do them digitally, okay? And what I mean by digitally is doing them more so on your ads, all right? Like on Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, all right? Something even just like this picture right here, right? Well, if it'll open, I'll show you. This picture right here could be your graphic. You can make some changes in it. You could put, your phone number right here or right here. You could put your area, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. Put your phone number, put your good email address with your website domain, not a Gmail domain. All right, and make sure that you make this look professional, and you can use that as one of your creatives for your ad. All right, in another video, I'm going to go through how to set up your ads and how to do things like that, and make sure that you're good to go on how to actually set those up, because these are completely viable. All right, and they can't take these down. You could put these in front of exactly who you need to put these in front of if you know how to do it. Okay, if you have a property that you have under contract, also, if you don't know how to properties under contract, make sure you put in a comment that you need more insight on that, because I'm definitely going to be covering that, and I want to make sure that we get there. Okay, I don't want to be ahead of anyone, and I don't want to be going over people's heads. So if that's where you are, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Just let me know, and we're going to take care of that. But what I was saying is, if you had a property under contract, you could take these signs, right, and do them in that neighborhood and say, home for sale or home for rent or, mobile home for rent. Put the amount of rent, or even more. If it's for rent for $1,000, you might put $1,500. That way that whoever's calling you is going to be probably more qualified than if somebody might be able to just scrounge up $1,000 a month. All right. And put those within a mile or two of that house. That way that anyone that calls you is going to be interested in that area. All right. And if it doesn't work out, if they don't buy that property or they don't show any interest in that one, then you have their information for you to network for them the next time. And that's another way to build your buyers list. Okay. So always keep that in mind. If you're going to do this on a Facebook ad, okay, then you could actually go to the neighborhood and take a picture of that neighborhood and then create something just like this on Canva or Snappa or any of those websites like that, and create something just like this, all right, with that neighborhood. So when somebody sees it, they're going to be like, wow, I know that neighborhood. And put the same thing you put on the bandit sign that you put up in that neighborhood, all right? And then that way you can set the demographic for that specific area for people within a certain age range that make a certain amount, that have interest in buying homes or first-time home buyers, anything like that, and make sure that you get them in front of a good audience, okay? Let me see. I think that's really about it that I have right now. I know that we're going to do more videos on these. I know that I'm going to put together a lot more things. I have been really busy with all of the 1,000 things that I have going on. So if this gave you any ideas, I would love to hear back from you. If you found anything in here that you think could be done differently or better, please let me know in the comments. If whatever you want to see next week, please let me know there too, because I want to do what you guys need to see. I want to help you guys out as much as possible. So if you guys like any of that part, just make sure you leave a comment below, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, thank you.